Hello, Thando channel lovers, and welcome to another edition of Closer Perspective, hosted by yours truly, Sapi. And today I am clearly in a season of crushing on Zambian entrepreneurs and incredible Zambian women. My guest today is another really strong, independent, and go-getting Zambian woman who I met on my trip to Zambia, and her story just captivated my heart and my spirit. And I've been stalking her and been like white on rice to get her to come into Closer Perspective and share her story. So Meriy, welcome. I am really excited to have you.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm also excited. It's been long waited. I know you've been
Yes,
waiting.
yeah,
It is we had to discuss about
I
it. Thank
know.
you so much for being with you here.
Absolutely. I'm so excited. And I just want to tell our audience that, Meriy is not feeling her 100%, but because she really is just so generous with her time and generous with inspiring all of us, she agreed to just sit with us. She's got a big order that she's working on. So we're going to jump straight into it so that we don't, we don't take up too much time. And your story is so amazing. So guys, Meriy Chanda, and Chanda is her married name, but I don't want to butcher her name. So I'm going to try for 2 seconds to pronunciate Chimfwembwe. Yes,
It's actually Chimfwembwe
yes,
Chanda.
Chimfwembwe
Okay.
Chanda. Yes, so she prefers to
Yes.
use her own name, Chimfwembwe, right?
Yes, you
Because
got it.
this is a story about her and her vision. And what an incredible supportive husband she has, that he's like, babe, just go ahead and do it. This is all about you and this is your story. So when I met with you, you were sharing with me how you had a great job at a great car dealership, but you felt like a stirring inside of you that, there's got to be more. I want more, and this is not quite it. And when you left corporate life, you had 300 Zambian kwacha in your account. Tell us the story from that point.
Oh, well, the corporate world was beautiful as it's always been, but it's never the gold diamond that you're looking for. Like
Right.
we always look for more in life.
Yes.
So after getting my gratuity, it was so not a happy moment for me. It was so upsetting because I expected more and it was not what I expected. So I took a trip and I went on holiday with the money. When I came back, I was left with 300 kwacha. And 300 kwacha, what can you do with it? You just buy
Mm.
two, three things, you're done. But something told me, like, you've always wanted to do something, for looking for more. Like, I always wanted to create a product. And the product was a natural skincare brand. Reason being because a lot of Africans are really struggling with their skin because they're never considered on many brands for natural skin. When they say natural skin, it's in bracket, inverted commas.
Mhm.
So I always wished to do something about it because my skin also was one of the vulnerable skins that needed also care. So it started from there. And with a 300 kwacha, I said I will start with something, the simplest product I can make, which was body butter, which needed just shea butter, olive oil, and a bit of cocoa butter. And I whipped it and I packaged it and I took it to my ex-workmate. And
Mhm.
my ex-workmate, they were so excited because it smelled so good. And they've never seen something like that was natural then. And they all supported me. From 300 kwacha, it grew to 2,000 kwacha. And from there, Meriyly Natures Soap was birthed out of the interest to build a brand that will help many people, not only in Zambia, but out there who are body out there. Yeah. So really nature soap. So I started money and started growing it bit by bit, bit by bit.
So
Yeah.
when I read your profile, it says it started in the kitchen. And I can hear that from you. You just had a small amount of capital, but it was enough. I think what was the bigger thing was the idea that you had behind it. Are you trained in this? Where did you learn how to? Did you go to Pinterest and learn how to make shea butter? Where did you get the technical skills? Because you're not technically trained in this space.
Well, at that time, I wasn't trained, but I knew that a whipped butter, it was just making a shea butter, loosening it and whipping it. It didn't need any sensitive ingredients that can harm anybody. So
Right.
for me, that was a breaking forth that a product. And the fact that it started in the kitchen, I had baking tools, I could use a whipping a tool for baking and also mixing spatula for mixing and the bowl that was available in the kitchen. And it gave me the already go ahead. I made the product. And I had to search around where can I get the jars? Where can everything was as it was. Everything was what was available. It wasn't about the luxury. It wasn't about perfection. It was about doing something, making the mistake, and the whole goal was to start the product. It didn't matter whether it was from the kitchen, but the vision was too big, but then it had to start from somewhere.
100%. And what I love is, you're saying that it was about starting, because I find that a
Yeah.
lot of us have amazing ideas, but we never quite make that first step because we always say, oh, I don't have this, oh, I don't have this, oh, I don't have that. But you looked at yourself and you said, but this is what I do have. So your focus wasn't what I don't have. Your focus was, this is what I have, and I have to get it
Yes.
out. I have to get it there. So you
Yeah.
did your first orders, you grew to 2,000. Then what happened? How did you grow it from the 2,000 to what it is now? I know it's been like a 3 or so year journey. So what have been some of the key learnings that you can share with us on that journey?
Well, the product got so much traction from the whipped butter, and my whole heart was I need to make the soap, but I still needed to study. So I had to apply for school in skin and organics, which I'm doing my degree right now. I did my advanced diploma then, which gave me a kickstart, because I didn't want to make products that were just products, like Facebook products. No, I wanted to make opinions and also outside there, and also that were safe for the people and the environment as well. So I studied, and we had to change a few things. From a whipped butter, we went into soap making. The soap making was quite something big that came more numbers we did of different scrubs and stuff like that. So the brand started growing from there, and there was need now to be more careful in what we are making. Of course, we removed fear. I had to remove fear of failing. The mistakes that I made, they were the main thing that grew the business, like people getting to know who we are and to perfect the product, and also to try and now study the environment, study what plants we can use, and also study the people themselves who are buying, like which ones are our clients, the target market. And it grew so fast. I remember I started now looking for where can I sell this product. I'm at home.
Yeah.
Now there was need for me to go and find where people can see me visibly. So what I did was now I started now using the malls. I would go and put my stand table there,
Yeah.
a very tiny table, and then put my products there. And people walk past. Some of them will have silly comments. Some of them will ask, what is this? Because they were never perfected in packaging. They were not something of luxury at that time. But I never stopped. I persisted because I saw where I'm going was actually bigger. Okay. And the thing that I wanted the most to happen was to have a brand that every Black woman or any white, blue colored woman, white woman would look for natural skin. The whole goal was to maintain the skin to naturalness. You know, we are so blessed with how God created us, and the perfection is already available. The herbs and plants grow so well. And I said, there's nowhere I can look left, right. This is all that I need to start with. So basically, the product now started surfacing, looking better, and then we started now improving because of traveling as well and seeing how other companies are doing things. And we say, well, how can we do it better? How can people now accept the product? Eventually, it took so long and at the same time so short with critics and also positivity, but you never stop and you keep going because what you see is more beautiful than what it is today.
Wow, that's amazing. Absolutely. I'm getting just goosebumps listening to you talk. So you said you then, the early stages, you then decided to go and actually study. Where did you study and how did you actually identify the institution where you studied?
Oh, well, I had to look for school. Actually, that day I remember I was searching like, where can I study, you know? Where can I find school, you know? Where can I get something to give me the leverage to do something straight? You know, most of us as people, we always want shortcuts. But I was ready to take it to the next level. And the next level, I should do the best in following what the law wants me to do, which was study. So I was in Google and I went to School of Natural Skincare. It's actually in Europe, and I took up the fees were not that cheap, but I paid it in bits and pieces.
Right.
Because then I wasn't working. So the money was coming from products. And I was like, I asked the school, can I be paying in small amounts until I finish? They said, okay, you can pay in these terms, you know? And I followed the terms. I started learning the naturalness of skin on lotion, skin on soap, you know, skin on oil, what is good, what is sensitive, what is healing in the herbs, studying the line of herbs, you know. And that now gave me a go ahead to now take the product to the next level. And then now the demand has been there from then, people looking for the products, the soaps, because our soaps, the way we make them, they're very balancing. They have more glycerin. They don't strip off you all the oils. And because of school, I added value into the product.
Nice.
So all this is to say that there's no shortcut in life. Everything you have to do is that you have to have patience. And also for you to have a good thing that you want to succeed in, it has to come with right rules, you know, like you have to do the right thing. So looking at where we are going, I know that we will receive positive questions and negative questions, and it's preparing the mind because it's a product and there's already competition, you know, and it's being ready for it. Like your mind is prepared for every stage. So from then out of study, then now we perfected the product. We perfected the formula. We perfected, this is what we're going to be making. Every time someone wants the product, it will still be the same, you know. So because of school, it taught me like, okay, so when you make this product, this is how it's going to be for the next one, unless if you want to improve it. So school, we never stopped studying. It really played a really big role on our product, and it has advanced a lot of things. And that's how we opened the store at Makenimo. Because of school and persistent in selling the product, we opened the store at the mall, which was very shocking within a short period of time. It's because I wanted it to be out there. There's a young girl who's 16 and they have pimples on their face. They've got nowhere to turn to. And we thought Meriyly would be the best home and place to find a natural product.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So then from there, we're now building on, we are now opening our soap studio this month and
Oh,
also
congratulations.
another outlet of the store, which is very encouraging to see that we are helping many people and
Mhm.
also creating not only ourselves and also creating jobs and creating jobs for young people that are coming up. Yeah. So the brand itself speaks for itself.
What that's really, really fantastic. One of the things I love is how proud you are and how you make use of the natural resources that are available in Zambia. Like you are Zambian proud through and through. I mean, if there's one thing about your brand is it's first of all, it is home, it is Zambia. You grow, you tell me that you've got farms. Can you tell me a little bit about the inputs into your business? A lot of all of it is natural. You grow the flowers, etc. Can you just share with us just that whole thing because it's so amazing?
Yeah, looking at we're working with a lot of herbs like turmeric, lavender, chamomile, quite a number of herbs. It was very hard because most people in business, they have not thought of going back to the land and cultivate such plants. They're all focused on the staple food.
Mhm.
But when you go out of Zambia, outside the country, you find that people are growing these in bulks. So looking at where to source them, it was very difficult at some point. So then I was looking for plants. So I started growing the turmeric, I would grow the herbs like lavender. So we grow them and then we harvest them and prepare them for our formulation because we
Mm.
want them to be grown organically so that they don't have, like, for example, GMO, like fertilizers and all these things. So they are just grown naturally and we get them from there. So we've already gotten land from in Chisamba.
Mhm.
We are yet to divide it for different herbs types,
Right.
which is coming up very well. And it's preparing us for the future that we should grow our herbs. And not only ourselves will manage to do it from our own hands, but we'll also work with maybe small scale farmers that will actually need our support to support them as a way of giving back to the community. That we're not only doing it ourselves, we are also working with so many women that are very creative out there and they're supporting our business through the hands of cultivation in herbs that are really organic to our products.
That's fantastic.
So yes, it's been a quite educative journey to educate people that you can plant anything. It's needed by anybody. Yeah.
Excellent. Then we also spoke a little bit when we were chit-chatting around one of the pillars of your brand is, I've coined that first do no harm because you really talk about being environmentally friendly. And that's something that's quite unique. I think the environment, obviously globally, the environment, we only have one earth, and there's quite a big push around going green and the environment. Why was it so important for you and in the brand that you're bringing to ensure that you are respecting the environment?
Well, I looked at how much I think making the products taught me to love the plants, number one. It gave me the heart that these plants, they need us to survive. Then also the life cycle of the rainfall and also the environment of litter. That gave me also an opportunity to ask myself, like, for instance, I gave myself an example. When I buy a product from any shop, how do we discard the packaging? It's something that is very, very, very bad. You find litter everywhere, but how to control litter is very hard. So I looked at it that it starts from within ourselves, which it starts from home, how we take care of the litter that we create. So then I brought it to our brand that we can have refill packaging, we can have plant-based labels and packaging that can actually decompose like within days so that we don't accumulate that kind of litter in our country. And I know it's something that will not happen overnight like today, but it will surely one day because somebody will learn from me and they'll share and they'll share. And the world at large at the moment is talking about organic and use
Mhm.
of our natural resources that we have, which are very in abundance. So that's how I brought it. It's a love of care for the earth, that if I care for the earth, it will care for me. And I see that in plants. When you care for the plants, they do care for you. They give you shade, you get that nice breathing, and it's just one thing that you have to believe in yourself. Yeah.
100%. That is such a balanced view and a refreshing view that, you know, if I take care of the earth is also going to take care of me, and how you've incorporated what you believe in personally and how you've incorporated it into your brand. Now, you talked about now having a second store. So obviously you are at the moment retailing in your own concept stores. Do you have plans to go into like your retail chains? And what steps are you taking towards that? Or you're going to be building your brand just on your concept stores?
Well, at the moment, they're actually in other retail chain stores in Zambia. Quite a number. Like so far, we've got about 9 stores that we're having in Zambia that we're actually sharing the product with. Then also hotel, creating hotel. They're also looking for natural products, but they don't know where to have them. So we've given it, like, we are sharing. We're not going to create a brand alone. Everybody will be take part in it. If you want to retail it, we have the wholesale section, and also exclusively we are store to feel that we have. You can do a personalized candle from our store. You can come and create a candle. Those are some of the things that we're going to create so that we can be together as we're creating these products. And also it gives us a chance to listen to our clients, that we should improve our product from listening to them.
Absolutely.
So we have clients that they don't want to buy product in a retail store. Some of the product might not be found in the retail store. They will be exclusive to our shop because there will be artistic products. Then there will be also a section for mass production where you can find them in any shop. Okay, so we also wanted to connect. Another way to connect, they should just not see products coming out of a company, they're distributed, but also to create relationships and also to ask clients to try and hear what they want. Because somehow a business can only grow if we hear what you are saying, not only what we want. Yes. So that's the whole reason why we're opening a studio for basically for manufacturing all the line products, and also just to have walk-in. You know, it's very nice to see people walking, and then they tell you, like, I wish this could smell like pumpkin. The next time you say, oh, so let's try and make a soap that smells like pumpkin. So it's also another way to learn. You know, we never stop learning. Learning is every day, and we learn from others for us to build.
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so what you're saying is you're already in 9 outlets, so you are going to be distributing through other retailers. However, there will be specific lines of your brand that will only be available within your own branded shops, just for that additional experience and exclusivity for your clients who want something a little bit more specialized and unique to them and what they want, which just makes absolute sense. Now, I know that you've teamed up with your family, your brother, your sister. So tell me, what is it like working with family? I mean, your family, and then 8 to 5 where you're working with family as well. What is that like?
You know, working with family is somehow fun, at the same time very hard, because sometimes family cannot take it serious the way you do take it serious, but you're the one who's supposed to guide them to see how serious you are. So working with my family, sometimes I holler at them, and then they see the other side of me, that this business, she wants it to be at this level, so they know how far, like, I want this business to be. But in time, with time, we're going to change a few things. We'll have more people that are not our relatives to take up certain positions that are very sensitive. Reason being, we want to have a mixed blend because families sometimes take it for granted,
Yeah.
Like, for instance, I wanted to make 10,000. They are lazy. Maybe they want to do 500 or 1,000.
Yeah.
But with someone who's not your relative, who just say, yes, mom, we are doing 10,000,
Yeah.
So working with family, I do not discourage working with family. When you're starting a business, they're the only person that believes in you.
Yeah.
The rest of the world start believing in you when they see the projections of what you want it to be
Yeah.
like.
100%.
So eventually they'll start falling in place. Yes. So
Okay.
family also is the number one, more especially when you have supported family.
Yes.
Unfortunately, some families are not supported and they feel left out and they look for someone else out there. But on my case, I'm so grateful to God that my family has supported me so from the beginning. So as my husband, he's been the number one fan of
My,
our product,
we have
and
the
he's
best
always
husband.
encouraged and pushed. Exactly, like he wants us to do numbers. When I tell him, oh, we've got this order, we need to do this and this. Okay, so what do you want me to do? You get to feel so happy, like I have someone who wants to see this thing go through. And the other thing is just making, you need to show your family your vision.
Yes.
Sometimes the reason why family does not support it so much, they have no idea what you're talking about because you keep it to yourself. So the moment you show them your vision and how big it is, they might not see it with a clear lens. You're the only one who's got a clear lens, but they
Yes.
will start seeing it in your footsteps. And
Yeah.
then they'll say, I would love to be part of this brand. It's growing like fire.
Yes.
So family is encouraged to start with, and I think they fall in place with time. Yeah.
What that sounds really, it sounds like you have a healthy family, but what I'm picking up is the importance of vision and making sure that the family understands and sees your vision, and then get onto that bandwagon and drive towards that clear vision that you've set in the same way as you have said. We're going to be winding up our conversation. I see that our time is running out, and I always knew that when we talk and we finally sit down, that time is the enemy. So just make
Yes.
your last words to women out there who might have a dream, feel they don't have capital. What's your, yeah, maybe what's your one pill of wisdom that you would offer someone out there who's sitting with a dream, sitting with a vision? Yeah, how do they start?
Well, I would advise anyone out there, you don't have to look left, right. You already got it because God gave it to you already. The only thing you have to do is make a step. The step is the beginning. The rest of it, don't worry about it. Don't worry about, I have little money. Start with that little. If you want to build on an organic way, you can't get a loan from the bank and expect to build a business. They crumble because you've got too much weight on you. So anyone who's out there looking to start a business, start with whatever you have. Close your ears, open your eyes wide so you can see through the things you want to do. And it will surely happen because it's within you.
Yes.
So nobody should tell you anything. You are a go-getter already. Just run with it. God has it for you already. That's all I can say.
Wonderful. You have it within you. You have it within you. Just start. The most important thing is to start. Meriy, you are such a champion. You are so strong and so passionate and so clear about where you want to go. It's so inspiring. And I just want to say thank you so much for being here on Closer Perspective. I've really thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. And I know that your words will really make an impact on not just one, but many women out there with just that one very good thing. Open your eyes wide, close your ears, and just start. Start. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful and looking forward to many more stories. Thank you so much.